My best advice for incoming freshmen is to explore a little bit. They're new to the school, there are lots of opportunities to try new things and to try some things and take some risks without fear of not doing well or not being good at it.
My advice for incoming freshmen is that they should not take their life too seriously, not take school too seriously. Try not to be overwhelmed, even though it's going to be overwhelming. Know that they are not alone. There are a lot of people in this building, a lot of teachers and advisors, and even other students that can help them.
Incoming freshmen, what I would say is to try different things, try some new things if you haven't done so far, but keep that in a balance. So it's really easy freshman year to try a lot of different things, and quickly your schedule can get really booked, and you want to make sure that you're balancing everything, including getting your work done and your extracurriculars, as well as taking care of yourself and working out and being healthy.
PE is play with a purpose, and the purpose is lifetime fitness, and we do a lot of really, really different things, and you'll find out what they are when we get there. Some of the kids already know Balavis X and Poi, and we had a Tai Chi tennis this year, which means that if you are not Miss Josephine Jock or the best Olympic athlete in the world, that's great. You belong in my class because we grade you on how much you learn to deal with the body the good Lord gave you and not somebody else's. So if you're a super jock, you still have to work hard, and if you're not a super jock, you get to just learn stuff and come along and be healthy.
I'd like the incoming freshmen to know about me, that I am approachable, I am available during the school day every day. I keep things confidential unless there's a reason why I can't do that. If they're a harm to themselves or others, I can't do that, but otherwise I keep things confidential. They're always welcome to come, even if they just need somebody to talk to. They don't have to come for an actual reason.
Because of my job, students come to me with many different things, and the most important thing for me to get across to them is that I'm completely non-judgmental. It's essential that they realize that I am not here to tell them that they did something right or that they did something wrong, but to help them figure out what they want to do without any kind of judgment on what mistakes they've made. We all make mistakes.
About me, I teach math. I love teaching. I love being at Holy Child. I enjoy running and working out, so you will often see me after school doing that. I also help run the fitness center, and I do the yearbook. You should do yearbook.
Cool. Exercise. You get your cardio up, and you'll hear this over and over again. If you get your cardio up, then you will blow off all the stuff that gives you a tummy ache, a headache, and therefore you will be able to handle stress, which happens to be a fact of life, but in a healthy way. It's when you stop exercising, oh, I'm too tired, I can't, that you end up getting sick. So the idea is to keep that balance with all of that.
Freshmen should cope with stress in a healthy way. I actually have a little list of things that I would suggest. Try to lighten up and laugh a little bit. Try not to take yourself or school too seriously. Give yourself a little reward when you do well. Keep things in perspective. It's not the end of the world, even though you feel like it's going to be the end of the world. Try to stay positive and get lots of rest and eat well, and of course stay away from drugs and alcohol because they just make things a lot worse.
Well, different people cope different ways. I'm a list person, so I like to make lists of things and make sure that my things get done on my list. But I also like to take time away to make sure that I have a little bit of time away from my books and my emails and everything else. For me, that escape is running and working out, and for you, it might be reading a book for fun or playing a sport. I would really encourage you to get involved playing a sport at Holy Child, whether JV or varsity. It's a great way to meet your classmates and stay healthy and get involved in something that's outside of academics.
One of the best sort of regular things to do is to carve out a little time in your day, every day, to do something you really enjoy. It sometimes seems counterintuitive because the most stressful times tend to be the busiest times, but that's when we neglect to care for ourselves. And it's when it's most important to care for ourselves. So even if they can just take 20 minutes every day to do something they really enjoy, whether it's some kind of intense activity or something sort of mindless and silly, it will help them in the long run.
The fitness center is open usually 3 days a week. The schedule might be a little different depending on the season, but it is open in the afternoon. So if you don't play a sport and you want to just go work out and have a little bit of time away, it is available for you for that. I am usually down there during that time, so sometimes I do sessions where we work out together and I give you a workout plan. Sometimes you're down there and you're able to do your own thing. Specifically in the fall and in the winter, I have set plans, particularly for people who are trying to stay in shape or get involved for an upcoming season. But in general, it's good time to get cardio and lifting and stretching and everything that's good for your body.
Okay, sleep is very important. So keep on your circadian rhythm. That's your normal, natural sleep cycle, which is attached to the daylight hours. So if you're texting and doing all of your normal digital stuff at night, you're going to find yourself getting further and further behind. And I recommend the twilight filter for your computer because that takes care of all the blue LED light, and that's what is going to tell your body, oh, it's daylight, don't sleep, and then you're going to end up wanting to sleep in the middle of the day. So get your sleep, eat proper foods, stay out of the junk machines and fast foods, but eat a normal diet.
Probably there are many things, but I think essentially to try to maintain some kind of balance in their lives. And it's harder to do some days than others, but if they can try to achieve that on even a weekly basis, if they can't do it daily, it will help them in the long run. And the other thing is to make sure that if they're having a hard time, they reach out to somebody for support, because we all need a little bit of that once in a while, and it can only make a difference.
A good night's sleep is incredibly important to be able to learn and to be able to function well at school. Nutrition and sleep both are very restorative to the body and the mind and the soul, and right down to a cellular level, sleep is the utmost important thing, and you should get between 8.5 to 9 hours of sleep a night.
So you guys already got advice from other teachers about your mental and physical health, but another part of your health is spirituality.
We're obviously a Catholic school, but you don't have to practice the Catholic faith. Figure out what religion or level of spirituality will make you the happiest.
Get involved in the service opportunities we have here, either to grow in your faith or to help others. It's never too early to talk to Ms. Plummer about getting involved in masses or prayer blocks.
Keep an open mind and be open to learning about other faiths. In your religion classes, you'll study both Christianity and other religions. This can either be just simply another class or a great way to deepen your own faith.
To be successful in class, you should prepare by doing homework, reviewing notes, asking questions, and being engaged.
I think one of the most important habits to create in one's freshman year is seeking help from one's teacher outside of class, before school to check homework, during J-Block study halls to clarify class material, or after school to help with preparations for an assessment.
As a freshman, the most important thing you can do in math is to do practice problems every night, and when you get a problem wrong, have it corrected and redo that problem the next night.
Don't do your homework just to get it done. Do it to learn from it. Don't do it just so the teacher knows you did your homework. It's a great learning tool.
Okay, so for the freshman technical theatre class, I would recommend that all freshmen make sure that they're super duper organized, that they come to class ready for a fun learning experience, and that they just keep on top of work. If they miss something, they make sure they come speak to me about it, or if there's something in class that they are unsure about, because it can get really technical, that they come and speak to me about it also, so that they can keep on top of all of the projects and the units as we work through, and that they have a good time with it as well.
Freshmen can succeed in music if they try everything that we do in the classroom and give it their best shot. There's so much to learn and so much to gain to have a lifelong appreciation for the arts.
Do your homework.
Hi, Miss Meredith. Hi, Angie. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. Well, it's almost Friday.
Hello, I'm Megan Scudderidge, and I was senior class president for the 2014-2015 school year. Student council is a great way to get involved at Holy Child. Freshmen have the opportunity to run for class president or class representative. Running for class president is a win-win situation, because if you're not elected class president, you have the opportunity for running as class representative. Do not be afraid to run for student council your freshman year, since you are new. All of the girls who were elected our freshman year were new people. None of the people who were from middle school who ran won. If you are elected on student council, you are expected to attend all school events and student council meetings, which are held at 7:45 every Tuesday morning. All of the class representatives, class presidents, the school president, and vice president attend the meetings, as well as Miss Burke and Mrs. Frazier. Being on student council is a great way to build relationships and get to know upperclassmen Miss Burke and Mrs. Frazier. During our meetings, we plan events and discuss problems that our classmates have brought up to us. We are the voices for our classmates. We have a lot of fun, so I highly recommend running.
The girl on the right, Allison, is wearing a skirt that is way too short, and her shorts are hanging out from underneath it. Your skirt must only be 3 inches above the knee, and you should not have shorts hanging out of the bottom. Not only that, but she's not wearing a Holy Child polo. Colored, non-Holy Child polos are a senior privilege. Underclassmen must wear a navy or white Holy Child polo, or the white or yellow Holy Child Oxford. Look at Megan on the left to see the perfect spring uniform with the perfect length, shorts that are not visible, Holy Child polo, Sperry's, and Holy Child socks.
The girl on the left, India, is sporting a green t-shirt under her Holy Child polo, which is not allowed. Only white, plain t-shirts are allowed to be worn under your polo. She's also wearing sneakers, which is a senior privilege. And where are India's Holy Child socks? Students must wear their Holy Child socks. Look at Anna on the right to see the perfect winter uniform, with the navy or white polo, the Holy Child winter skirt, black tights, and Sperry's. Students must wear navy or gray Holy Child sweatshirts or a navy monogrammed Holy Child fleece jacket.
Holy Child has a variety of clubs. Student-run clubs meet during Thursday J blocks. Faculty-run clubs, such as yearbook, dance, and chorus, meet during Tuesday and Wednesday J blocks, depending on the club. Do you want to start a club? Here are some tips. How to start a club. What do you like? / what are your interests? Pick a charity that relates to your interests. Ask a teacher to be your club advisor, and then recruit 10 members to be in your club. Fill out the club application and hand it in to Miss Frazier. Tips on how to make your club even more awesome. Have creative ways to fundraise for your club instead of the typical bake sales and tag days. For example, sell hot chocolate or have a raffle. Be an inclusive club. The more people, the better. Also, pick an interactive charity. Be active, meet frequently, and fundraise frequently. You can fundraise or meet monthly, weekly, or bi-weekly. It just depends on your club. Some of the most popular clubs at Holy Child are Best Buddies, Small Wonders, Manatee Club, Harry Potter Club, and MOAS. Now, let's meet the presidents of Best Buddies and Manatee Club.
Save the Manatee Club is a club in which we raise money through fundraisers like bake sales to donate to the Save the Manatee organization, which helps create new habitats and save the endangered species manatees. We've adopted 3 manatees, Bama, Margarito, and Floyd. The number of manatees that we have saved is undetermined, but I think we have saved a lot.
Best Buddies is an international nonprofit organization that works to promote friendship, inclusion, and opportunities through one-to-one friendships. At Holy Child, we have 3 main dances: the holiday party, the beach party, and the Halloween party. At each of these parties, we have dancing, food, and arts and crafts. We also have a smaller event called Girls' Night, where we make friendship bracelets and watch movies. In addition, we also host bake sales and raise money for the Friendship Walk.
Although Holy Child doesn't have a homecoming dance, we do have Holly-Ball and prom. Holly-Ball is hosted on the first Saturday of December in the Holy Child Gym and is open to sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Prom, however, is just for juniors and seniors and is held at a hotel. Holy Child and other schools also host mixers that many freshmen attend. Dances are a great way to hang out with your friends and even get to know new people by meeting the dates that your friends bring. Plus, who doesn't love getting to dress up with all of your friends? Ring Day is one of the oldest traditions at Holy Child and is one of the special traditions that we have that all Holy Child schools have. The first graduating class designed the class rings for Holy Child Potomac when they were seniors in 1965. The rings, which you receive when you are a junior, have a Latin inscription that translates to, "Learn from me, for I am gentle and humble of heart." Ring Day is one of the most special days for Holy Child girls because of the bonding that occurs. On Ring Day, each junior is paired with a senior ring sister who takes them out after the ceremony to celebrate.
Go Gold! Go Blue!
When you get to Holy Child, you are assigned to either the blue team or the gold team. Just as your class color remains the same, you stay on the same team for your entire time at Holy Child. In the fall, there is a Powder Puff flag football game to kick off the blue-gold competition. Throughout the year, you can earn points by going to senior sports games and by participating in events such as the Student Council Car Wash. So just to recap, here are the tips on how to earn the most points for your team. Show up to the blue-gold game day decked out in your team color and ready to play. Make sure to stay the whole time to show your support. Support your seniors and your team by going to senior games and participate in school events.
Spirit Week is a great time to bond with your class, explore creative ideas, and really show your school spirit. Spirit Week at Holy Child is like nothing you have ever seen before. Common themes during these days are Roll Out of Bed Day, Disney Day, Animal Day, Blast from the Past, Celebrity Day, and Movie Day. The week starts out with various days that change every year. During this time, students will dress up by themselves, in groups, or as an entire class. Throughout the week, you gain points for your costumes. Aside from dressing up, you can also earn points by playing the games during the week. Games such as Crab Soccer, Connolly Quiz, and Penny Wars, which is when each grade has a bucket and they want to get as many pennies in their bucket as possible. On the last day of Spirit Week, all the classes gather in the gym at lunchtime to participate in Color Day, aka the best day of the year and maybe even your life. During this time, the whole gym is decorated with the class's colors. Each grade gets their own space to fill the wall up to the ceiling with your posters, balloons, and streamers. Games also occur on this day, too, after lunch. Now, here are some tips to get more points. Dress up. Go all out. No one is judging you. It's actually cool to have a crazy costume. Plan ahead. With your class, work and come up with ideas for costumes and figure out who will make and buy what's needed for your costumes. Buy lots of things in your class color for a color day. Posters, shorts, leggings, shoes, hairspray, face paint, balloons, streamers, etc. Practice for Color Day the games. The games are pie eating, three-legged race, tug of peace, hee, musical chairs, and the dress up, dress down race. And the biggest tip of all is do not tell any other grades about your costume ideas because it will spread and people will steal your ideas.
Tara, just drink a little bit. I promise it'll be fun. Just do it.
Ladies, what is going on in here? Ladies, do you have anything to say for yourselves?
It wasn't even ours. We just found it there.
Okay, let me start by saying that honesty is the number one thing that is important to me. I do not take lying. Do you understand? Let me ask you again. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yeah, it was ours. We brought it.
Okay, this is a big deal. This is not something to take lightly. There's a lot of things that could happen as a result of it. Suspension, could go on your college transcript and all the colleges will find out. You might not be able to go to any school events. You might not be able to play sports or participate in the play. But I'm going to have to call your parents in and we're going to have to discuss it all together. You understand? Yes. The most important thing is that I'm disappointed in you. You let me down, and I do not take that lightly.
Tip: don't drink at school functions. Guys, Holly's been so annoying lately. Same. I know. She's just irritating me. I'm over her. It's ridiculous. Yeah, me too. I can't do it anymore. What the heck, guys? I thought we were friends. Be cautious with your gossiping. But the best way to prevent gossip is to not do it at all. Sarah, was that tweet about me?
Tip: don't say anything on the media that you wouldn't say to the person's face. And remember, anything can be screenshotted, saved, or sent to someone else.
Tip: don't limit yourself to the people that you go to school with. Make friends with other people from different schools. You can meet them at mixers, sports games, parties, friends of friends, and formal dances.
Tip: go into freshman year with an open mind and be willing to meet new people.
You may lose some friends coming out of middle school, but you'll make new ones. Your friend group will also change throughout high school, but that's normal. Cliques will exist, but don't limit yourself to just one group. It's okay to be friends with everybody.
Okay, preseason starts here at Holy Child August 24th. It runs 3:30 to 5:30, 5 days. You don't have to come. It's smart to come. You get to know the coaches, your teammates. It also gives you a leg up when you start school. You already know people. When practices start for varsity and JV, they're 5 days a week. Games are generally Tuesdays and Thursdays, but they do vary. Our coaching staff is highly qualified. It would do you best to come in shape so that you're ready to do a little running. And any sport you're trying out for, especially as a freshman, if you try out for field hockey or soccer and say, I don't like it, can I try volleyball? You certainly can. Come to me, have your parents call me, and we can change it up. All the schedule of all the sports will be online by the middle of June. So you can go to the Holy Child website and you can see when the games are, times, practices. When you're going to a game, a bus comes here, picks you up, and then drops you back here. So we provide transportation to and from the athletic event. The coach is in charge of the program, whether it's varsity or JV, and you need to show them a great deal of respect because they will also show you respect. It is, if you have a disagreement with the coach, you can go to the captains and talk to them. You can come to me, or you can talk to the coach directly and be an advocate for yourself and say, why did you say this? Or why is she starting ahead of me? And the coach should be able to explain it to you.
Well, there's 2 points to that question. The first one is what is my philosophy, and the second one is how do you get a good grade? Woo! Okay. First thing is, my philosophy is that it's all about fitness and learning how to use your body in different ways, which means you're going to dance a little, you're going to do crazy ball bouncing things a little bit. Remember those? Yes. Balvizex. And you're going to play games, but they all have a fitness component. And how to get a good grade? Well, come dressed every day with a good attitude and try your best. You don't have to be an Olympic athlete. In fact, some of my athletes, when they go to dance, go, I don't like this, I don't want to do it. And I go, oh, well, you still have to try. And all the people who are not particularly ecstatic about chasing balls around go, yeah, but we like this, we're good at this. So everybody gets a little something and hopefully learns that their body needs to work and move and just be healthy. So, and run here fast now.
Okay, so for practice and tryouts, it's really important that you put all your effort in, like treat every practice like it's a game, because that will reflect in how you play in the game, and then your coach will see like you're really enthusiastic about your sport, and he or she's gonna want to put you in the game, and you can be awesome. So it's great. And also, don't really complain during practice. I mean, yeah, like if it's super hot out, super cold, it's like not fun to like play the sport because it's just like horrible weather. But still, like always find fun in practice. And if you like complain all the time, it's gonna look down on you, and your coach is gonna be like, well, she doesn't really have any like enthusiasm about this sport, so why play her in the game?
And always come prepared for your practices. Like the weather could range from like 30 degrees to like 80, so like come prepared for that weather of the day. And like Mrs. Wooters will not let you practice in like shorts and a t-shirt in 30-degree weather, so just always know the weather before time. And then promptness, like always come practice on time. Don't be at the trainer, go before practice. Like detention isn't an excuse. Like you probably have to run when you get back, so just come on time.
When it comes to balancing sports and your schoolwork, you have to be really smart about it and schedule it all out. J-blocks and lunches will be your friend. I do homework during lunch all the time, and J-blocks you can't just sit around and goof off because you're not going to have time when you get home, especially when you have an away game. You've got to get as much work done at school as possible because you're going to get home at around 8 o'clock and you're going to be wiped. Why would you want to do homework? Junior, senior year, your homework gets a lot harder and a lot heavier because you start dealing with college applications and more extracurriculars usually because you start to add on more for colleges. So you've really got to be strategic and plan out a time to do all of your work and make sure you get everything done and turned in on time.
Games are really important to show your school spirit at Holy Child. And you can come out in the tiger suit, and if you're in booster club, most games are mandatory, especially like senior games or playoffs. So come out and support those, and like any that are near your house, you should go to those. And it's really important to balance your work. Like I know JV sits and does homework while varsity plays, and don't like just play with your friends. Like take that time to do your work. And then on varsity, if JV plays after you, like you should stay and watch them because they watch your whole game.
So if you get a chronic injury like I have gotten, it's really important that you tell your coach, but also that you go to the trainer before and after practice, and especially before games. It will impede on how you play, but you still got to work just as hard, if not harder, than your teammates to still improve and play as good as you can. And the trainer is your friend. Don't be afraid. Ice whatever hurts. Tell them what hurts. It doesn't matter if you're going to set out for a few practices or games. It will really affect you if you don't tell them. So it's really important that you do.
If you have an injury that makes you have to stop playing a sport like I did freshman year, or any year throughout high school, don't take that as a setback. Like keep trying to be involved. Like don't just sit back. You can get involved with the scoreboard. You can be in the tiger suit. You can be in the booster club, and just go and support your team. Even if like you can't be on the team anymore, be team manager. Just kind of try to get involved and stick with what you love, even if you can't really play anymore.